The founder of the Radищев Museum, Professor of Art Alexey Petrovich Bogolyubov, belongs to the number of outstanding masters of realistic scenery of the second half of the 19th century. The last 20 years of his life Bogolyubov spent in Paris. However, he had never broken ties with the motherland. The main goal of all his life was creating the Radищев Museum in Saratov that was opened in 1885. He proudly wrote that he is a Saratov resident by birth because this province gave to Russia such name as Radищев. Alexey Petrovich Bogolyubov was born on March 16 in 1824 in Pomerania. He lost his father early. Then he was given to the Alexandria Juvenile Cadet Corps. Later, he was there transferred to the Naval Cadet Corps. He was graduating from it in the rank of midshipman in 1841. Even then, Bogolyubov had found a great love for drawing. Seaman artists, as Alexey Petrovich Bogolyubov called himself, created a series of paintings. All of them are unique, have a significant artist and historical significance, and also glorifying the history of the Russian Navy. In 1865, Bogolyubov went to Switzerland. Then he went to Düsseldorf, where the following year began to fulfill the decree of Alexander II. The Battle of the Red Hill, a worthy illustration of history of the Russian-Swedish War in 1788-1790. At the spring of 1790, the Swedish fleet tried to break through to St. Petersburg. In May 1790, Russian squadrons of Chichagov and Vice Admiral Cruz repelled the attacks of the Swedish fleet on Revel and the Red Hill. At the picture, Bogolyubov depicts on the foreground on the left Russian squadron that moving to the Swedes. A slight inclination of the hulls, wind-blown sails, friendly volleys of Russian ships give the swiftness of the attack. On the foreground, the flagship of the Russian squadron, John the Baptist. On the right, Bogolyubov depicts the Swedish squadron. Here we can see rare flashes of guns of the Swedish squadron and the emphasized confusion of the retreating Swedes. The painter very accurately describes sailing ships of the 18th century. You can count the guns and consider in details the tooling of the ships. Accurate transmissions of the details of vessel, truthful picture of the sea, these facts can attribute this work to realistic direction. The picture was received into the collection of the Radищев Museum after Bogolyubov's death in 1897, according to the author will. Art and social activity of Bogolyubov is interesting, original page in the history of Russian culture of the second half of the 19th century and also in the history of Russian-French ties.